Always good to have Doki on the interview. Doki, congratulations on your victory. And as Jess was saying, you've probably redeemed yourself after that Playday 1 loss against Secret.
Yeah, I think that was a better showing of Clubhouse, definitely. I don't know what happened against Secret. I guess just we underestimated them a little bit and they played well. So, yeah, good showing today.
So let's talk for a moment about your game versus G2, since you already mentioned in things with Secret. You played on Villa, very technical map. Do you think that your, I guess, positioning on the map, especially how you were playing Living Room, was unexpected for G2 to deal with?
Well, I'm not sure it's unexpected because they've obviously played against similar strats, they're an experienced team. But the only thing I would say that was big time in our favour, we have never played Villa as like the new roster with Secretly and Nathan in it. So like nobody has a clue if we're good at it, if we're bad at it, what type of strats we have. So I guess that was playing big time into our advantage. So as I said on Twitter, it was kind of good to blow the cobwebs off that map a little bit because we haven't played it like in so long. I think the last time we played it was against Virtus Pro and I went like 0-8 or something. So yeah,
you would
that
remember that, wouldn't you?
Good redemption. Yeah, I'd remember that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, how is the team gelling now in stage 2? Did you feel? Of course, you weren't unfortunately at Invitational, which pains all of us because we wanted to see as best of EU representation as humanly possible on there. What did you kind of take that time off and work through in preparation for stage 2, learning from the first stage of the year?
So like we came first, which was like incredible, especially last season, since that extra SI points was very, very like it was a good season to come first in, you could say, right? Yeah. Like if you wanted to come first in a split, it was probably that one. So we like had a serious talk about like, guys, okay, we've made first, but it's going to be hard to stay here, like because it's always harder to keep being the best team. So we just like said, we're going to take a week break. We took a week break and then we just came back at it. We did some new stuff. I wouldn't say we swapped roles, but we like just dashed things about in a few maps to see what worked better, with especially Flores coming into the meta. So that kind of jumbled things up a tiny bit. So I guess just you could say we're playing a little bit more more reserved is the word I'm looking for this season, compared to last one. We're not so hyper aggressive, but we seem to be doing good minus the Secret loss. But yeah, I think the Mexico major has really put a oomph behind us, and we really want to get there. So yeah,
hopefully so. We want the best to be representing Europe, and of course after the last stage we're thinking like, it's not really the top 4 in Europe that are competing at the event, and then unfortunately we lost Virtus Pro before they could get to the event. Unfortunate, but as usual, EU will bounce back. We are very happy for that. Navi versus Kovana, that is the game for our next Playday. Of course, Kovana, you're very familiar with the team in UKIN, being some people that you play with and know very well in the scene. Anything you might fear against Kovana or what they have to bring? They've had a close game against G2 today. What
no, definitely not fear. We don't fear anybody apart from ourselves. No, but we know Kovana are a very good team. I know they've had a rough result today, I guess you could say. So again, no underestimation there. We messed up big time against Secret doing that. So we're gonna put our head down after our UKIN game tomorrow. I think we'll be just preparing for them for Thursday. And I guess it'll be another classic UK derby showdown. So yeah, it'll be good.
I cannot wait to watch that one. I guess we would call it what's it? Manchester City versus Chelsea. We'll have to figure it out. We're gonna run it through the boardroom as we get to the Playday itself. The one player that has really popped off for the past few days, and not many people are talking about it, is Secretly. He's been one of the newer introductions to the team, though he is an old guard in competitive Siege in Europe, all the way back to year 1 and the very first Invitational. So what can you tell me about what he's doing with the team? Because we can't always see and interpret his impact on the squad.
Funny you say that. I actually said to Secretly last night, I was like, yo, you want to play some ranked? Because, I wanted to play ranked. And he was like, no, don't be daft. I'm going to lose my confidence for Pro League. So that must be why he's playing better. No ranked. So he's been playing more scrims and just focusing up, I guess. No, on a serious note, though, I think what we have done recently was last season we had Nathan and Secretly and Saves, all kind of IGLing at the same time, breaking down different parts of the round. So, Secretly would, say what push we're going to do. Then Nathan and Saves would work at, the execute. But now what we are doing is we have secretly kind of being like the actual lead who has the final call and everything. And he kind of says, all right, guys, we're going to do this push and it's final. And we just stick to it pretty much, instead of like having these calls that are like, oh, let's do this. Yeah. So we've kind of swapped that up a little bit. So he's taken more of an authoritative figure. And I think like as a whole, like myself and Byron, Blur included, we're all calling a lot more on a lot of maps. Like we're just, seeing opportunities, taking them, I don't know, just, I guess you see it in games, we just push fast sometimes. So I guess we've realized how to gel together as a team properly now, and we're just exploiting like every area we can, I guess. So yeah, it's good.
Understandable. Time is always of the essence in Rainbow Six, and when you can waste as little time as possible as attackers is something that'll help you later in the game. Make sure that you're not pushing the last 7 seconds for a plant, as many teams have committed that sin over the past few weeks. That said, though,
never good.
Never good. You play against Ivana in the next Playdate. That is, again, the third matchup on Thursday, July the 1st, which is our second Playday of this week, Playday number 4 in the stage. Anything you want to say to all the fans out there, Doki?
No, just as always, thanks for sticking by us. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the new Navi and Puma collaboration sponsorship. They've got some really cool new gear and stuff, and just whole rebrand of the organization. So it's super exciting times, and hopefully we'll be able to get like a boot camp in very shortly. That's the plan. So expect some content and stuff from that, I guess.
Planning to go to Kiev?
But it'll probably be Berlin, just due to COVID restrictions and things, because I think like with me, Nathan and stuff being from UK, it's a lot harder. So probably Berlin, but it's great. So looking forward to that. And yeah, as always, thank you for your support.
All right. I'm going to be watching out for that content then, Doki. Let's see where all the team kind of comes together. It's always a fun.
Yeah, we can do me and secretly like height comparison. He's like 7 foot and I'm like 4 foot. It's going to be like little and large, So that'll be good.
Just do what I did, Doki, and you get a chair and you just lift it as high as you can. And I just sit on a chair on the desk. It's great.
Maybe secretly can lift me up like the Lion King.
It's like the Lion King. Well, Mufasa, Doki, I guess that is the end of our interview. As usual, always happy to have you on here with us to discuss things in the game and out of it. And we hope to see you again with your game versus Kovana on Thursday. For all the fans out there, make sure you come back for that match, our third one of this week on Thursday, July the 1st. Until then, Doki, thank you so very much and good night.
See you later. Bye.